Harry Hunter.
Hello, everyone. I noticed the other Harry, who's not me, mentioned dry January. I actually did try dry January, but after about 7 days, my mum said I really should have a shower. Didn't go too well. We've all been in lockdown for a while. You've got to do something, to deal with it, to cope. I've been watching a lot of comfort films, mostly like, films you watch when you're a kid. Like I watched The Iron Giant. That's a classic, right? Sequel, of course, to The Iron Man and The Iron Lady, great stuff. I watched a film about a supervillain who's accused of sexual misconduct by multiple women. That was Despicable Me Too. It was quite serious for a kids' film, really. Any favorite comfort films at all? Just shout them out.
Bridge to Terabithia.
Bridge to Terabithia.
Really?
What's wrong with you?
Charlie and the Chocolate
Does it comfort you where the guy dies at the end, Anki? Is that
I haven't seen it.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? That's a good one. Yeah, okay. But I mean, there's a lot of stuff. But the thing that really warms my heart the most is Wallace and Gromit. I just love Wallace and Gromit. So I wrote a poem about it, and I am going to do the voice. So, cracking Wensleydale, Gromit. It's the cheese Wallace loves the most. Then the two are distracted by the sound of the morning post. No need to get up, lad. My new invention will sort it. No doubt. A cannon fires leaflets and flyers, which uppercut Gromit and knock him out. Oh, needs a bit of work, eh? Says Wallace, as he wonders when he'll be finally prosecuted by the RSPCA. Suddenly, he spies a letter from his old school friend, Matt Hancock. On track to supply PPE? Steady on, gasped the inventor in shock. When Gromit awoke to hear this, he wanted to shriek. But in preparing to tell Wallace about how this incident of a random inventor being handed an expensive government contract was simply yet another instance of the Conservative majority's mishandling of their response to the coronavirus pandemic, Gromit remembered he couldn't speak. All Wallace could recall about Matt Hancock was that he looks a lot like the Boss Baby from that film, The Boss Baby. Is that the Boss Baby himself? I'll carry on. His national pride kicks in. We've got a job to do. Come along, then. The pair set to work, inventing the antibody Mark 10. It's a good thing home base is still open. Hey, lad. They don't try and stop him from bringing his dog in. They tried once and it went bad. Early designs would catapult masks at everyone the machine met, but early tests on poor Gromit resulted in more trips to the vet. So our inventor doesn't know much about PPE. But social distancing fills his heart with glee. Less people around, more cheese for me. Gromit rests his head in his dog hands and is quickly corrected. The completed antibody machine pulls paws from eyes. Careful, Pooch. You'll get infected. Production ramps up. The machines patrol the streets, pushing mothers from children and other noble feats. The inventions are vicious, streets no longer braved. Soon everyone is isolated and the world is saved.
Woo.
Thank you. Gromit. Can his dog understand him? He doubts it. It's gone awfully quiet. He puts a film on and tries not to think about it. But he still felt himself missing mundane conversations, whether it was with the shopkeeper, good friends, or distant relations. Did we do the wrong thing? Gromit considers that he was just following orders, so it's fine. Then again, that's what the Nazis said. It's no excuse for a crime.
Oh my god.
Wallace hits pause on The Bridge to Terabithia Part 2.
Oh!
Cheer up, Pooch. There must be something we can do. All of a sudden, they spot the post-flingeromatic from an earlier verse. And then they find a way to stop making everything worse. Antibody machines now lie in landfills, destroyed by rocket-propelled newspapers and old utility bills. Wallace and Gromit demolish their inventions. And just as they're on a roll, the last of the terrors falls down to the ground. No need to worry. Everything's under control. And that's how a man and his dog wasted £10 million of public money. I've been Harry Hunter. Thank you very much.